What's going on, YouTube? It's Byron back with another one, man. Sharing with y'all my millionaire mindset. Let's get into this video, man. The devil is the reason for gender wars. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We in a different era, bro. We in a different, yeah, I guess we could just keep it as era, bro. It's like, bro, because, you know, you got religious people, you got spiritual people. You got feminists, you got the Me Too movement, you got red pill men, you got the passport bros, you got this and that. It's so much division going on, bro, because that's what the oppressors want. Divide and conquer. They don't want us together having conversations in order to unite and move accordingly. You know what I mean? People matter, but it's been a lot of division going on, you know what I mean? And the thing about it is, we supposed to be multiplying and being fruitful. That's the real purpose of us being here. You know what I mean? We have to multiply and be fruitful. From a biblical standpoint, if that's where you want to put it. But I'm not here to lean towards this way or lean towards that way. I'm here to be neutral. I'm here to be understanding. I'm here for empathy. I'm here for a clearer outlook on just society and where people stand within their own beliefs and morals and principles and those things of that nature, you know what I mean? But shout out to his brother for at least having something to say, you know what I mean? Like, yes, we should be continuing down our life's path, sticking to the traditions of our ancestors and people who came before us. Yes, men has to continue to be men and take on those traditions and those real roles of being real men. You know what I mean? Whether that's being a father, whether that's showing up as somebody that's contributing to society, bro, the right way. Showing up as their authentic selves in that real masculine role. You know what I mean? Women as well have to continue to be in those traditional roles, as whether that's showing up as a mother, showing up as a teacher, showing up as some type of healer. You know what I mean? We have to continue to operate in those roles, man, to continue to push this world, to continue to push our people, propel our people forward in this new era, man, in this new world. Let's be honest, bro. But without further ado, man, let's get into this video, man.
Hey, man, listen up. I woke up with it early on my spirit, so I just had to say this, right? But the reason for this gender war is because of the devil. In John chapter 8, verse 44, it says that he's the father of all lies. So why would we believe anything that comes from where he resides, which is the world? 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33, it says that he's the author of confusion. It's not ironic that people are discombobulated with the roles that they're playing. Let's cut deeper. Men want to be women and women want to be men. Whether that's homosexuality, hyperfemininity, or hypermasculinity, it's confusion. And so that leads into competition within the household, competition between the kids, competition amongst the relationship and the marriage. Your partner should not be your opponent. And this completely obliterates the covenant that was designed for man and woman. And ain't nobody gonna check it, because we live in a world where what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. So it becomes the new norm. In Ephesians 5, chapter 25 through 28, it speaks about a husband being a loving one and a sacrificial leader. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 through 24, it says that a wife is one who's a supportive helper and respects her husband's leadership. Why is it that we can't get that right? It's because of selfish intent, selfish desire, hyper ambition, and pure greed. The point is, the real enemy is not the one within our households. It's the one who's spreading the lies and creating the confusion. but they ain't gonna hear me though. Keep a rich mentality.
Appreciate this brother at least speaking out on something that he, you know what I mean, believe in and he feel like deserves more of a solution to, you know what I mean? But part of being mature, part of growing up, part of adjusting to what's going on and stuff is learning to adapt to changes, learning to adjust, and just being able to focus on what you can control and what versus what you can't control. You know what I mean? And I feel them because the relationships dynamic have like literally changed over the course of these last 15 years. Like, it's not the same from how it was back in the early 2000s or late 90s. Like, and I'm well over my age range to be going that far back as far as the early 90s, you know what I mean? But it's been documented, bro. These statistics, these analytics, these percentages when it comes to like marriages decreasing, the rate of babies being born has depleted over the years, bro. Over these last few decades, bro. People aren't getting married like they used to back then, bro. People aren't having kids like they used to back then, bro. And it's strictly based off the social engineering of the internet and the people who fucking have the most influence to the point where they can distribute out influence and turn people up and make other people influence over other people, over smaller masses of people. And over time, bro, certain ideologies, certain type of fucking different mindsets infiltrated a lot of people over time, and people started doing different things. People started seeking relationships with the same sex. Like, let's be honest, bro. When Obama came around, he made it legal for gay marriage. When Biden came off and Trump, who knows what happened? Only the people who did the full research on that. I haven't done the full research, so I can't give you that. But what I do know is that people deserve to be with people that they want to be with. You know what I mean? Especially if it's not against the law as far as age or this and that. You know what I mean? People deserve to be with who they want to be with. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different era we in, bro. When it comes to the word of God and the Bible, and it's a New Testament that's out. And a lot of people aren't religious. So they don't understand the New Testament versus the Old, you know what I mean? They don't understand. And a lot of people are starting to get into the word of God even more. A lot of younger people, because a lot of younger people have been waking up to just the chaos of society and people having their own beliefs, people believing in spirituality more than religion. You know what I mean? People having their own perspective on things, and just it'd be certain cases where people would have a different mindset on religion and spirituality and try to convince others of their way. But you can say a lot of things played out to where we're now seeing gender wars and men and women fighting each other. People can't get along with each other in their own household. You know, a lot of kids with no contact when it comes to their parents and their family members. A lot of young adults, I should say, not kids, but young adults. It's crazy because, bro, the social engineering has changed the dynamics of all of this, of everything, man. Nothing will ever be how it once was before. And that's what people gotta understand. Like, back then, interracial relationships wasn't a thing, bro. White people weren't getting with black people back then. But over time, laws changed. People became more understanding of different people, walks of life. People became more empathetic of other people throughout time. From gaining a clearer outlook on such people. Now in 2020, 2026, we got interracial relationships. We got mixed breeds. Black men are allowed to date white women. White women are allowed to date black men. White men are allowed to date black women. Black women are allowed to date white men, but it ain't always sunshine and rainbows. A lot of people get backlash from that though. But what makes a person human is them being able to remain authentic, them being able to stand up for their rights, their own beliefs. Especially in America. This is America. You have a right to believe in what you believe in. You know? Just like you have a right for freedom of speech, even though sometimes that Second Amendment can get taken away from us based on the situation and who's trying to take advantage. But enough of these things go unsaid, and we create problems within our own environments, within our own communities because of this, because we don't communicate enough, because we don't try to find understanding, because people lack empathy, people lack understanding, people lack reasoning, people lack logic. But every solution can be discovered through gaining a different outlook on somebody else's perspective. Even though you might not always agree, just by you having that understanding of where they coming from and how they see things and why they fight to improve or fix things for the better, man. But I can't give you my full or a full solution to this problem because it's a common thing we've been going through in society for so long, man. And with social media advancing, different platforms coming about, people being able to speak on different things, people being able to start their own podcasts and go on podcasts and talk about things, have different discussions. It raises awareness about things and it brings a lot of people to a broader understanding of the truth of reality in order for things to be solved. But things won't be solved overnight, bro. The gender war won't be solved overnight, bro. We have to help people understand that if we can figure out how to make amends, come together in order to continue to uplift our people and come together and being able to deal with our people the right way. Until then, until we're able to have those conversations on a bigger scale, these type of issues, these type of discussions gonna continue to get swept under the rug, man. People are going to continue to ignore the truth, even when they having own problems in their own household, within their own relationships, personal relationships. Because your personal relationships are always gonna affect the relationships outside of that. It's up to you to work on those personal relationships in order to positively impact those other relationships outside of your personal life, especially from a business perspective. But That's the millionaire mentality you gotta have. That's the rich man mindset you wanna have, man. For real. As an assertive, intelligent individual. But I appreciate y'all, man, for staying tuned in this video, man. For real, for real. Shout out to that brother, for real, for real. It's Byron sharing with y'all my millionaire mindset, man. It's more videos dropping soon. Like this video, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video drop. And I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.